It is not uncommon for rivers to dry up in the arid deserts of Arizona, and the remote location where this occurred would typically go unnoticed. However, while flying his drone, Jack stumbled upon an exposed submarine. Alarmed, he contacted the authorities, who made a stunning discovery inside the submarine. Jack had to do a double take to make sure that he was not just seeing things or making this up. He flew his drone back for another view and got even closer to the ground this time. And on the footage he captured there, it was unmistakable. There was a really stranded submarine in this recently dried-up riverbed. Jack was fairly far away from any towns or cities at the moment. Nobody really came out here anymore since the drought had basically made this land completely uninhabitable and worthless. He hoped to get some shots that he could use in a video advocating against climate change. But this was something he never expected to find. He hesitated about what to do next. He knew that the best course of action was to notify the authorities. But that would mean that his involvement in the situation would end right then and there. They would most likely ask him to not get anywhere near the submarine, and information about it would be controlled by the police. And Jack did not like that idea. He was very, very curious about this submarine and the story behind it. And if nobody else knew about it yet, he had all the time in the world to go and check it out. It was still very early in the day, and he had no other plans, so he just decided to follow his curiosity and go check out the submarine. What was the worst thing that could happen anyway? His drone was actually running out of batteries as well. And so he landed it right next to the submarine. He had already managed to get the coordinates and got into his car. But it was not like there was a road leading directly to the submarine or even anywhere close to it. He would have to go off-road with all the risks that could bring. He needed to move slowly through the dry land, as his vehicle was not made for this kind of terrain, and sand was slowly slipping out from under his tires. It was a very scary ride, and Jack was debating if he made the right decision. But when he finally crossed the last hill and saw the submarine in all its glory, all the doubts were gone. Compared to submarines Jack had seen before, this was a relatively small one. But it was still impressive as hell. He tried to imagine what this could be doing all this way land inward. From what he knew, submarines were normally only used in the sea or very big and deep lakes, and neither of those was near here. This river did in fact connect to the sea, and judging by the direction the vehicle was facing, the submarine had actually come from there. But it would have had to travel a very long way, and even when the river was at its deepest, it would still be a struggle to get a submarine of this size to navigate through it. Getting closer to it and inspecting the outside, Jack did not really see any signs of damage. It was not in perfect condition, but all the wear and tear seemed to be of old age mostly. He had so many questions, but Jack soon realized that he had another big one to add to that list. Where the hell was his drone? Jack was baffled. It had not even taken him half an hour to get here. He looked around, but he could also not detect any footprints in the sand. Not from an animal, not from a person. And what would either of those even do all the way out here? The drought had left nothing to sustain oneself out here. The only thing he could think of was that a bird might have grabbed his drone. But that would have to be one hell of a bird, as he was not flying around with a tiny $20 drone. Whatever happened to it, there was seemingly no way to find it at the moment, as he had looked all over the area at this point. And so he shifted his attention back to the submarine. Seeing as Jack had already walked all the way around it multiple times, and had not found any weak points he could exploit to get in, he knew that his only option was the most obvious one. He needed to get in through the main entrance on top of the submarine. He just hoped that it was not rusted shut or something. Jack managed to climb on the submarine and made his way over to the entrance. He tries to open up the hatch on top of it, but he is having no success. It is clearly not rusted or anything. In fact, It looks like it could be opened up easily. Jack fears that it might be locked. But what is strange is that there is seemingly no lock or anything he can see. With determination in his eyes, Jack pulled out a set of improvised tools from his car, a sturdy crowbar, and a wrench he kept for emergencies. The hatch on top of the submarine awaited his expertise. He positioned the crowbar against the edge, applied pressure, and heard a satisfying creak. Slowly, inch by inch, the hatch gave way, revealing a glimpse into the enigmatic world below. As he descended cautiously into the submarine, Jack couldn't help but be surprised by the interior's atmosphere. The air inside was surprisingly fresh, devoid of the musty, stagnant odor he had anticipated. It hinted at functional life support systems still operational, raising even more questions about the submarine's presence in the desert. With his camera in hand, Jack began documenting the mysterious surroundings. The eerie interior was illuminated by the soft glow of his flashlight. He captured every detail: the dimly lit corridors, the control panels frozen in time, and the ominous silence that enveloped the submarine. Each click of the camera recorded the unknown, preserving it for further scrutiny. As Jack delved deeper into the submarine's archives, he discovered logs and maps that shed light on its history. The records suggested that the sub had been intentionally driven inland during the river's last flood, a fact that intrigued Jack further. However, there was still no sign of the crew, intensifying the mystery surrounding their disappearance. Nightfall descended upon the desert, casting long shadows inside the submarine. Undeterred, Jack decided to stay overnight, determined to continue his exploration. He set up a makeshift camp within the sub, surrounded by the eerie solitude of the desert night. The vessel, once lost in time, became his temporary refuge as he sought to uncover its secrets. Jack continued his meticulous exploration, now focusing on the submarine's supplies. To his surprise, he noticed discrepancies in the sub's stores. Some food and water supplies appeared to be missing or recently used, raising unsettling questions. Who had accessed these provisions, and why? The mystery deepened as he grappled with these perplexing clues, further entangled in the enigma of the desert submarine. As Jack delved into the submarine's logs, he unearthed references to a classified mission. Intriguingly, there were coordinates mentioned that didn't appear on any map. The revelation hinted at a potential government cover-up or a secretive operation. Jack's heart raced as he pieced together the puzzle, realizing that the submarine held far more than he had ever imagined. A web of secrets hidden beneath the desert's surface. The remote desert was not as desolate as Jack had believed. He encountered unexpected visitors, researchers and a government agent, drawn to the submarine's presence. Armed with satellite imagery, they sought answers to the enigma that had piqued their curiosity. Jack faced a crucial decision. Should he share his findings with them, or continue his investigation in solitude? In a moment of resolve, Jack chose to mislead the newcomers, veiling his true discoveries to buy more time for his investigation. He carefully crafted a narrative that diverted their attention, ensuring his continued access to the submarine's secrets. With each carefully chosen word, he maintained control over the unfolding mystery, determined to unravel its depths. As Jack delved deeper into the submarine's records, he stumbled upon a personal journal belonging to the captain. The entries within revealed the psychological strain of a secret and prolonged mission. The captain's words painted a vivid picture of anxiety and isolation, but the final pages were missing, leaving Jack with a growing sense of unease and a burning desire to uncover the truth hidden within the journal's gaps. Jack pressed forward, his footsteps echoing in the empty corridors of the abandoned submarine. The silence inside intensified his sense of solitude, but he couldn't stop. Every step unraveled another layer of the mystery, pulling him deeper into the heart of the enigma. The weight of the unknown bore down on him, but he remained resolute in his quest for answers. As the desert night deepened, the eerie quiet within the submarine played tricks on Jack's mind. Shadows danced in the dimly lit corridors, and doubts crept into his thoughts. He questioned his decision to stay overnight and confront the enigma of the deserted vessel. The relentless silence amplified his unease, challenging his determination to uncover the secrets that lay ahead. Time seemed to stretch and warp as Jack delved further into the submarine's secrets. The mysterious logs and cryptic messages blurred his sense of reality. Inside the abandoned vessel, he felt increasingly isolated, as if the desert had swallowed him whole. The sands of time slipped through his fingers, leaving him immersed in a world that defied conventional understanding. The silence that enveloped the submarine began to take on a life of its own. It whispered faint, haunting echoes in Jack's ears, playing tricks on his mind. He questioned his decision to stay overnight, wondering if the vessel's eerie ambiance held secrets that should remain concealed. Yet, despite the growing unease, his determination to unravel the truth remained unshaken. Despite the eerie ambiance and the unsettling silence, Jack pressed on. He was determined to uncover the truth hidden within the submarine's records and compartments. The vessel held the key to a mystery that had captivated him from the moment he stumbled upon it in the desert. With each step, he drew closer to unraveling the enigma, even as the eerie atmosphere continued to envelop him. Amid the dimly lit corridors of the submarine, Jack stumbled upon recordings of conversations stored in the archives. The voices of the mysterious crew members echoed through time, shedding a faint light on their past activities. Yet, even as Jack listened intently, he found no sign of their ultimate fate, leaving him with more questions than answers. The classified mission began to take shape as Jack continued to sift through the recorded voices. Fragments of dialogue revealed glimpses of the crew's purpose, but crucial details remained elusive, hidden in the depths of the submarine's history. The more he uncovered, the more the enigmatic mission fascinated and perplexed him. Jack grappled with the inexplicable disappearance of the submarine's crew. The voices in the recordings had shared fragments of their lives, but the ultimate fate of the crew members remained a haunting mystery. The enigma weighed heavily on him as he wandered the deserted vessel, searching for answers that seemed to slip further from his grasp. Delving deeper into the submarine's archives, Jack uncovered hidden compartments and cryptic messages. Each discovery raised more questions than answers, adding layers of complexity to the enigma. As he pieced together the puzzle, he felt both exhilaration and apprehension, driven by an insatiable curiosity to unravel the submarine's secrets. Among the mysterious compartments, Jack stumbled upon one that was sealed, unlike the others. It sparked his curiosity and apprehension in equal measure. What secrets lay behind this sealed door? And what role did it play in the broader mystery? With cautious determination, Jack approached the enigmatic compartment, ready to confront whatever lay hidden within. Within the hidden compartment, Jack uncovered a trove of mysterious equipment and documents. Each item seemed to deepen the complexity of the enigma, further entangling him in the web of secrets. As he examined the cryptic artifacts, he felt both fascination and apprehension, realizing that he had stumbled upon something far more significant than he had ever imagined. Among the documents, Jack's eyes fell upon a message that sent shivers down his spine. It hinted at a conspiracy that reached beyond the confines of the submarine, leaving him bewildered and determined to uncover the truth. The cryptic words etched into the document fueled his curiosity and ignited a relentless pursuit of answers. As Jack delved deeper into the mystery, he encountered unexpected visitors in the desert. Government agents and investigators, each drawn by their own curiosity and motives. The presence of these newcomers added a layer of tension to the already complex situation, and Jack found himself standing at a crossroads, unsure whether to cooperate or protect the secrets he had uncovered. Tensions rose as Jack grappled with the decision of whether to cooperate with the newcomers. The submarine's secrets were now a shared enigma, and the line between ally and adversary blurred. In the midst of uncertainty, he contemplated the risks and rewards of revealing his findings or choosing to safeguard the mysteries hidden within. Jack found himself in a dilemma, torn between the desire to share his discoveries with the newcomers and the urge to continue his investigation in solitude. The relentless tug of curiosity and the weight of responsibility pressed upon him. Each choice held consequences, and he knew that the path he chose would determine the fate of the enigmatic submarine's secrets. Intrigued by the hidden information he had uncovered, Jack made a calculated decision. He chose to mislead the newcomers, crafting a narrative that veiled his true findings. His goal was to buy himself more time to unravel the mystery that had ensnared him. As he wove a web of deception, he understood that the stakes were rising, and the enigmatic submarine's secrets demanded cautious handling. Jack's relentless pursuit of the truth led him deeper into the submarine's records. There, he discovered classified files and encrypted messages, each layer of secrecy adding to the intrigue. The more he uncovered, the more he realized that the enigma extended far beyond the vessel itself. Every piece of the puzzle brought him closer to the elusive core of the mystery. The enigmatic past of the submarine's mission began to emerge as Jack connected the dots between classified documents and covert operations. The shadows of secrecy and intrigue revealed a mission shrouded in mystery, with implications that reached beyond the desert's confines. Jack's determination to uncover the truth only intensified as he glimpsed the hidden layers of the submarine's history. While delving deeper into the journal, Jack stumbled upon a photograph of the captain. For the first time, he had a face to associate with the recorded struggles and deteriorating mental state. The image provided a glimpse into the man behind the enigmatic entries, adding a human dimension to the unfolding narrative. As Jack read through the captain's journal, he witnessed the deterioration of the man's mental state, marked by fading coherence and growing desperation. The entries painted a vivid picture of the captain's psychological strain during the secret mission. Yet, just as the journal seemed to approach a climax, the final pages remained frustratingly absent, leaving Jack with unanswered questions and a burning desire to uncover the missing pieces of the puzzle. Jack's determination to unravel the secrets hidden within the submarine surged as he contemplated the missing pieces of the puzzle. Each revelation seemed to deepen the enigma rather than solve it, leaving him with a burning desire to discover the truth. The unresolved mystery weighed heavily on him, compelling him to press on despite the growing complexity of the situation. The weight of the mystery bore down on Jack, and he realized that he couldn't continue his investigation alone. With a heavy heart and a sense of urgency, he made a desperate decision. Jack chose to contact the police, hoping that their expertise would shed light on the enigmatic submarine and its unsettling contents. The police responded swiftly to Jack's call, arriving at the remote location with a sense of purpose. They were prepared to investigate the submarine and confront the unsettling mysteries it held. The arrival of law enforcement marked a turning point in the quest for answers, as they prepared to delve into the unknown. With their expertise and resources, the police launched a comprehensive search of the submarine. They meticulously examined every nook and cranny, determined to uncover the truth concealed within the vessel's enigmatic confines. The systematic search marked the beginning of a collaborative effort to solve the mystery that had captivated them all. Despite their thorough search, the police found no signs of a crew within the submarine. The absence of any human presence deepened the mystery surrounding the vessel. Jack and the authorities were left with more questions than answers, as the enigma continued to elude their grasp, its secrets remaining hidden in the shadows. Jack watched with a mix of anticipation and anxiety as the police meticulously catalogued and removed evidence from the submarine. Every item they collected held the potential to unveil clues to the enigma that had consumed him. The submarine's secrets were on the brink of discovery, and Jack couldn't help but wonder what the evidence might reveal. As the search continued, Jack's attention was drawn to a small, concealed compartment within the submarine. It had eluded their initial inspection, standing as a testament to the vessel's hidden mysteries. Jack's curiosity piqued, and he couldn't help but wonder what lay hidden within this enigmatic refuge. To the astonishment of everyone present, the police uncovered a hidden compartment containing a disheveled and desperate man, the last remaining crew member. His presence sent shock waves through the investigation, leaving them all speechless and bewildered. The discovery raised more questions than answers, and the man's appearance was an unexpected twist in the enigmatic tale. The man's story began to unfold as he explained his decision to remain behind after the mission was abruptly aborted. Fearing legal repercussions and having no life to return to on land, he had chosen a life of desperate solitude within the submarine. His narrative painted a picture of isolation and desperation that tugged at Jack's empathy. As Jack listened to the man's narrative, he tried to understand the depth of the man's desire for anonymity and the unexpected peace he had found in isolation. The enigmatic life the man had led within the submarine slowly came into focus, and Jack grappled with the complexity of his decision to stay hidden in the depths of the desert, far away from the world above. With the police's arrival, Jack and the authorities found themselves facing a difficult decision. The uniqueness of the resident's situation added a layer of complexity to the already enigmatic mystery of the submarine. As they gathered to discuss his fate, Jack couldn't help but feel the weight of the choices before them. The presence of the resident within the submarine had created a web of secrecy and intrigue that now entangled Jack and the authorities. It was a situation that demanded careful consideration. Jack was torn between his desire to share his findings and protect the resident's anonymity. The weight of the secret bore down on them all as they grappled with the choices that lay ahead. After much deliberation and soul-searching, Jack and the police reached a verdict regarding the resident's fate. It was a decision that carried profound implications for all involved. While the resolution offered a sense of closure to the enigmatic chapter of the submarine, it also came with conditions that would shape the resident's future. With the verdict reached, the resident was set free, but it came with a bittersweet caveat. He must leave the submarine behind. It was a parting of ways that carried a poignant significance, as the vessel that had been his sanctuary for so long would no longer provide solace and shelter. As the resident departed the submarine, he said a silent farewell to the place that had been his solitary home for an extended period. The silence within the vessel, once his refuge, now echoed with the memory of his presence. It was a poignant moment, marking the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter for the enigmatic man and the submarine that had captivated them all. As Jack reflected on the extraordinary events that had transpired, he couldn't help but be struck by the profound impact the submarine had on his life. The enigma it had posed had consumed his thoughts, and the memories of his journey into the heart of its mysteries would stay with him forever. The story of the desert submarine became a legend, forever etched into the annals of the region's history. It was a tale of mystery, intrigue, and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of the unknown. The enigmatic vessel's legacy would continue to captivate the imaginations of those who heard of its discovery. For Jack, unraveling the mystery of the submarine had brought a sense of closure. He had journeyed through the depths of the vessel's secrets, and though he remained haunted by the memories of his exploration, he had found a measure of peace in understanding the enigma that had drawn him in. The resident, once hidden away in isolation within the submarine, re-emerged into society. Facing the challenges of rebuilding his life after years of solitude was a daunting task. But he carried with him the experiences and lessons learned during his enigmatic sojourn. And so, the story concluded with the legacy of the submarine, an enigmatic vessel that had left an indelible mark on those who had encountered it. Its secrets were revealed, but its mystique would continue to captivate, reminding all who heard of its tale of the enduring power of curiosity and the mysteries that await in the unlikeliest of places. You like this touching and surprising story? If so, we invite you to leave us a comment expressing your opinion. If you want to continue enjoying inspiring stories like this one, subscribe to our channel or check out the other videos shown at the bottom of the screen. Thank you for your cooperation.